Hey there, welcome to Craft Central Designs. Look at this beautiful, tranquil water feature I created for my patio. And very importantly, listen. This was so much fun to create, and I'm hoping to inspire you to create one as well for your patio. If you're not yet a subscriber, I hope you will consider becoming one, and as well give this video a thumbs up and leave me your comments and let me know what you think of this water feature. Okay, let me show you how I created my fabulous water feature for my patio. You're going to need a pot, a deep pot. Mine is 16 inches tall and 14 inches in circumference. I have there some painter's tape and spray paint because I want the very bottom of my pot to be black, so I'm going to be spray painting that. This is the pump that I chose for my water feature. I got this on Amazon. It also has a LED light feature. I'm going to put all of the information concerning this pump in the description box. So I taped off my pot. I want to just paint the bottom. So I'm just using a black spray paint. I took it outside, gave it a spray, and now I'm very happy. It looks fabulous. Furthermore, I want to dress up my pot. And I have a lot of mandala symbol stencils, such as the one you see in my hand. And I'm going to just tape a stencil on this pot, take some black acrylic paint and a spouncer, and I'm just going to stencil on a pretty design on my pot. It's going to look very pretty and coordinate very well with the bottom that I just spray painted black. So I just simply take my spouncer, dab it in some acrylic paint, then I take a paper towel and dab off any of the excess, and then I just go around and dab my paint on over my stencil. After I take my stencil off, any little areas that I might need to touch up, I just take a very fine tip paintbrush and some white acrylic paint and just touch that up. It's inevitable you'll have a spot or two that you need to, correct and smooth out the lines. And there you have my stencil. I love it. I think it looks so pretty. Now I'm very happy with my pot. Again, this is 14 inches in circumference, 16 inches tall. There's that fine point paintbrush that I spoke about, and I just used some white acrylic. I just needed to do a little tiny bit of touch-up, and now I'm very happy with the way it looks. I'm taking this old clay pot and I'm going to repurpose it, give it a spray of black spray paint, and I'm going to put my plant in there. I actually ended up switching pots, but I love repurposing old pots. I love to do that. Okay, so here is my pot. It's nice and deep. Be sure you purchase a pot that has no holes in the bottom for your big pot, your base of your water feature. Now you could take an old pot or a bowl or anything that you can, any kind of plastic container. And you're just going to need a little bit of a riser in the bottom of your pot, your big pot. You want to position your pot, which, by the way, I got my black pot at Dollar Tree, and you want to have that pot at around 5 to 6 inches lower than the rim of your big pot, because you're going to be piling up your rocks and putting your pump in there and putting your plants. So you need to have that at least 5 to 6 inches lower than the rim of your main pot. Now, I have a pool noodle, which you can easily pick up at the Dollar Tree, and I just took a serrated edge knife, and I cut slices. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to fill up a good portion of this pot with those pieces of pool noodle. This way, I don't have to use rock. The rock is, I believe it's around $11 or $12 a bag. So I don't want to put a whole lot of rock in there if I don't need to. So I just use the pool noodles slices to fill up space. Then I'm going to place my black pot in there. This one can have holes. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to position my pool noodle slices around that pot, as well as put some pool noodle slices inside of the black pot. But first, before I put them inside the black pot, I'm putting another small pot inside of there, again, to use as a bit of a riser. Now, I thought about using a colander. I thought about using chicken wire. I thought of all kinds of things. But I ended up just going to Wal Mart and getting a couple of splatter screens. And it was a chore getting the handle off. One of them I got off. The other one I just left it on and pushed it down into the pool noodles. But I used two of them just for the strength of the screen. Now, I know they have splatter screens at the Dollar Tree, but I can't attest to how strong they are. So you can determine that by if you want to go to Dollar Tree and get them. Now, I have 2 bags of rock. I have a multicolored rock and I have a black rock. I use both for mine, but you don't need to have 2 bags. 1 bag will do the job. Here's the black rock. That's the multicolored. I got mine at Home Depot, or you could get it at Lowe's or anywhere that sells garden supplies. I used a riser to put my big pot on for my water feature. There's my spray painted clay pot and 2 plants that I'm going to place on the top of my water feature. So now I put my pool noodles around. I put some black rock on top of my pot and my pool noodles, and then my pump. I position my rock around my pump to hold it in place. Then I cut 2 holes in the splatter screens, inserted it over the top of the pump, and then I placed more rock on top of the splatter screens. And then I put another layer of the multicolored rock, and I just positioned it just how I wanted it. I put a turtle in there. I put a special little rock I found at Hobby Lobby. And I placed my 2 small pots with 2 plants toward the back of my water feature. Notice that the nozzle of my pump is sticking up about 2 to 3 inches above my rock. And then I just take my hose and fill up my water feature. And then the moment comes when I plug it in, and it worked so beautifully. I was so excited. You can even see the light on inside of there, the green lights. I just love this. It was so much fun to make, and I hope you do as well. Okay, until next time, you all take care.